Ever scroll past the business class cabin and think, that could have been me? Imagine that while you're flipping through Instagram Reels, someone just like you, is actually sitting there, sipping champagne, stretching out in plush leather seats miles above the clouds. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on 12 secret flight upgrade hacks that airlines don't want you to know about, but I'm sharing them anyway. So by the end of this video, you'll understand how to game the system and why it's shameful if you don't take advantage. Hack 1. Bid for an upgrade like a pro. Airlines quietly let passengers bid for upgrades after the ticket is booked. It works like this. You offer an amount of money you're willing to pay to move from economy to business or first class. You enter how much you'll pay, and if your bid wins, you're upgraded. No second thoughts, no rewrites on the price. If you lose, you simply keep your existing seat, no charge. That's right, literally zero risk, but a massive upside opportunity. Yet so many people ignore this. Either they don't know it exists, or they think it's too complicated. And that's how you score absurdly cheap upgrades for long-haul flights you already paid for. Hack 2. Use your miles to upgrade paid flights. With airlines like American, there's often a much better value in using your frequent flyer miles to upgrade a flight you booked with cash, rather than booking an economy seat with miles. The mileage upgrade charts spell it out. A few thousand miles extra to go from economy to business class on a long flight is often a steal, compared to redeeming for the economy seat in the first place. Then again, dynamic upgrade pricing is becoming more common. Delta, for instance, adjusts upgrade cost based on demand. You might log into your ticket, click Upgrade with Miles, and see a price that fluctuates daily. This flexibility means that being nimble and checking often can mean saving hundreds or thousands of miles. Hack 3. Accept upgrade offers from airline emails. As your flight gets closer, you may receive an unsolicited upgrade offer via email. This usually happens a few days before departure or even within hours. These offers list a fixed price, easy to accept with one click. No guessing, no waiting, no negotiating. Once you accept, you're basically done. But half the time, people delete the email thinking it's spam or rejecting it as not worth the cost, only to regret it later when they've settled into economy for a 9-hour stretch. Don't sleep on these emails. Hack 4. Join airline loyalty programs, even if you hardly fly. Signing up is free and instantly increases your visibility. Even entry-level tiers can unlock unexpected upgrades, especially when an airline wants to reward loyalty. Many travelers avoid loyalty programs thinking they're only for frequent flyers. That's wrong. Simple membership shows airlines you care, and even if you don't fly often, can open the door to surprise upgrades. Are you really going to let some airline know they mean nothing to you? Hack 5. Status match between airlines. If you've got elite status with one airline, many others will match it, sometimes after just one flight or with minimal mileage. Delta's SkyMiles Medallion Status Match Challenge notoriously offers temporary status, which you can extend with limited activity. This means all the perks, complimentary upgrades, waived baggage fees, priority boarding, without having to build status organically from scratch. I've done this twice, flying United one year, then getting matched by Delta and scoring upgrades almost effortlessly. People who never even try this don't realize how much they're leaving on the table. Hack 6. Be flexible at check-in. Exploit overbooked flights. When you check in online, around 24 hours before your flight, many airlines will send prompts asking if you'd volunteer to take a later flight if it helps with overbooking. Instead of skipping it, use it. Quote a low compensation amount, say $200 in credit, and then check in with the gate agent once you arrive. Because the amount you enter at check-in is non-binding, you can politely negotiate an upgrade or request lounge access. This is how I once received $250 airline credit and a seat in premium economy for being flexible. The catch: tens of thousands ignore that prompt, thinking they'll get dumped or lose their seat. Then they pay full price, while someone else lives better, being flexible. Hack 7. Talk to the gate agent early. Show up at your gate at least 1 hour before boarding begins. Politely mention you're flexible if the flight is full and ask if there's any possibility for an upgrade. Agents have discretionary power to move passengers around, and they may offer it if they see you're respectful and open-minded. It's hardly common sense for many flyers. Most only talk to agents at the last minute under stress. The ones who talk early, calmly, and with a bit of humility often end up in first or business class. Hack 8, Travel Light and Solo. Airlines hate dealing with large groups when managing seat assignments. Solo travelers traveling carry-on only are easier to relocate or upgrade. Check one bag? Forget it. They can't easily confirm you'll make the later flight if you volunteer. Traveling with family or friends? You absolutely must be willing to split up. That willingness alone makes you upgrade material. So many travelers cling to check bags and the comfort of group seating, not realizing they're painting themselves out of opportunities. If you want the upgrade, sometimes you have to pack light and fly alone. Hack 9. Use the malfunctioning seat trick, strategically and ethically. This one's controversial, but it works if done honestly. If you end up in a seat with an obvious fault, a broken armrest, non-functioning entertainment, severe recline issues, mention it respectfully to a flight attendant as soon as you sit down. If economy is full, they may invite you to move to a better seat or even bump you up to premium class. Use resources like Seat Guru before boarding to identify known bad seats. Then pick one, even if it's unpleasant. Once you're seated, report the issue. Don't invent problems. Do it ethically. But many flyers don't think to complain. Embarrassed, polite, or unaware, while you could be sitting up front. Hack 10. Accept alternative destinations creatively. This is high-level flexibility. You might have booked a less desirable connection or destination because it was cheap, but if you're open to alternative flights, see what agents will offer. I once booked a flight from Canada to Singapore because it was massively cheap, with a plan to hop to Thailand. At check-in, the agent offered me a shift to a slightly later flight to Thailand directly, with some credit upgrade perks. It nearly doubled my comfort, cost nothing extra, and avoided the separate local flight. This hack relies on being geographically flexible, but so few are, even when the upgrade is literally waiting for them. Hack 11. Choose airlines with high-end economy. Not once have I regretted flying economy with airlines like Porter. Their flying refined model means free beer and wine in glassware, 2x2 seating so you avoid middle seats, and premium snacks. Compare that to economy class with American, or many low-cost airlines where you're lucky to get a pretzel. You might not get an upgrade, but you experience something upgrade-worthy without paying the price. Yet many travelers reflexively book economy with legacy carriers and expect middle seat misery. Hack 12. In-flight upgrade opportunities. Even after you've boarded, there's still an opportunity, though subtle. If something's wrong with your assigned seat or service, like broken entertainment or a faulty tray table, mention it right away to the crew. If premium economy or business class still has empty spots, flight attendants sometimes reassign passengers to balance the cabin. Again, you must be ethical. Report real issues, don't fabricate them, and you won't believe how many passengers just sigh and make do instead of asking. You might not get the upgrade, but at least you tried while they're stuck. Now, let's quickly recap all 12 secret hacks. Bidding, using miles to upgrade paid flights, accepting email offers, joining loyalty programs, status matching, exploiting overbooking flexibility, talking to gate agents early, traveling light and solo, using Seat Guru to find bad seats and report them, accepting destination flexibility, choosing refined economy airlines, and asking for upgrades mid-flight based on real seat issues. And here's a bonus hack that most people never use. Leverage a premium travel credit card. Cards like Amex Platinum or Chase Sapphire Reserve often offer upgrade priority, free checked bags, early boarding, lounge access, the kind of hidden perks you only discover if you sign up. Most viewers ignore it, thinking they don't need it. Meanwhile, upgrades slip by. Now, if you're still not subscribing, well, think about the number of upgrades you could have gotten but didn't. Every upgrade you passed on is a lost opportunity, and frankly, kind of a shame. You know what you're missing. Finally, here's the truth. None of these hacks are guaranteed, but they work often enough that if you aren't trying at least a few, you're just a passive passenger, settling for less. The only regret you'll have is not using them sooner. Airlines don't advertise these secrets. They profit when you stay seat-bound in economy. But those who prepare act early, and are willing to be flexible, those are the travelers living the high life of business travel. So by cutting this video short without trimming anything, you're allowing airlines to profit while you stay cramped. If you've made it this far and still aren't subscribing, then honestly, you want to stay average. But if you want to finally break free from the endless economy grind, hit that subscribe button now before your next flight. Remember, upgrades are about timing, attitude, and insider knowledge. It doesn't take luck, it takes strategy. And you could start your next trip in business class. Just don't blame yourself if you don't.